Hello, this is Logan Reeder. I'm recording my video reflection from my site observation hours. I did my observation hours at three different places. The first one was at the Cardiac Rehab Center at the Center for Rehab for McLaren Bay Region, which is on Midland Road in Bay City. The second one was at a place called Bremer Prosthetics, which is on Bay Road in Saginaw. They focus on prosthetics. And the third was in the physical therapy department at McLaren Bay Region at the main hospital, which is over on Columbus in Bay City. At the cardiac rehab center, I kind of just sat with the exercise physiologist there, saw what they do, saw the backside of the computer program that they were using, went around, helped them take pulses, and saw what they were doing while they were taking pulses. At Bremer Prosthetics, I was kind of behind the scenes watching them while they were making the different parts of the prosthetic limbs that they were making and adjusting the parts of the prosthetic limbs. Um, and then I also got to see kind of the finished product. One of the patients was there to receive their newly remodeled prosthetic limb. And then at the hospital, what I've been doing is I've been following a physical therapist, just watching him, seeing what he does all day, going into the rooms with him, assisting him in any way that I can. So the thing that I like most about the cardiac rehab opportunity, it was kind of eye-opening because I don't have a whole lot of experience with cardiac rehab. I also got to, they were doing some EKGs on patients, just simple ones where they put like things on your fingers instead of the whole pads and stuff. And so they let me do that. So I got to see what my EKG would look like. That was pretty cool. At Bremer Prosthetics, that patient that came in for their leg to be kind of remodeled a little bit, I got to see that whole process. And then actually they let me go out and watch the first time they put on that new leg and watch them walk around with it and see how happy they were to make it feel comfortable again and see everybody's response to that. So that was a really cool feeling. And then in the physical therapy department, that's what I'm planning to go into. So I really like that just kind of in general because it gives me a good idea of kind of the day-to-day activities, and I like interacting with all of the staff and being in that hospital environment. I feel comfortable there. As for things that I disliked at cardiac rehab, I found that there was a lot of downtime. I was kind of bored some of the times. I was trying to get in where I could do different things, but there just wasn't enough there to sustain me being there for the 4 hour period that I ended up staying. So it was kind of really boring, kind of. The the Bremer prosthetics thing, outside of that one instance where I got to interact with that patient, there really wasn't any patient interaction to really see what was going on the front side of things. I really only got to see how they were built, which was cool in itself, but I would have liked to see more of the front side of things with the patients themselves to see what they were actually doing in the rooms and how that all worked out. And then at McLaren, or at physical therapy, I should say, the only thing that I can find that I really dislike is how I feel like I want to do something. I feel like I want to help out more, but I know that I can't do anything. So just kind of that feeling of just kind of standing around doing nothing and just kind of watching what's going on. I really don't like that feeling because I feel like I should be helping or interacting in some way. So what am I most interested in, and is kinesiology the right field for me? I really think it is. I really think that I fit well with kinesiology. I really think that people in the kinesiology department at Saginaw Valley and just exercise science people in general, I feel like that's kind of my people, that I really get along with them. I feel like I fit in very well. Um, and I really think it kind of solidified me wanting to go into physical therapy. You know, seeing what they do on a daily basis, I think it helped out me, and it also helped me not just going into physical therapy, but knowing kind of what part of physical therapy I wanted to go into because I really do like that hospital atmosphere. As for additional questions, I really didn't have too many. A lot of times, what I did is I tried to ask them as soon as they came into my head to make sure that I didn't forget them. You know, I asked about the average salary for people in that position, asked the general hours that people worked, and I generally got a very good response about those things. As for kinesiology in general, I'm really just looking forward to moving on. my plan is to do more physical therapy observation hours so that I can build that resume and build those things that I have going for me for apply applying for graduate school. Um, yeah, I really enjoyed the time. I'm glad I got the 20 hours. It was a good learning experience to see different things outside of physical therapy. So with that, thank you.